In the pocket on 3rd and long. Rush! Sacked by Chris Jones! Stone cold! Caught by Kelsey inside the 10! Inside the 5! Kelsey leaps! Touchdown! Kareem Hunt at the 10, angling to the 5! Into the end zone, left side! And it is good! Good! Here comes a rush, and he's gonna go down! George Karlaftis!
Well, the Chiefs lose this one 16-13, now losing 5 out of 6 games since being 5-3 on Halloween. Mitch Holthus with you, voice of the Chiefs, along with senior team reporter Matt McMullen. Ooh, this one, first of all, let's start with the injury to Patrick Mahomes. We're going to get an update from Coach here very shortly, and he will lay all that out because we'll go to the podium and hear from Coach. But the Chiefs led 13-3 with 38 seconds to go in the second quarter, and you thought, even with Chu Godric at tackle and playing Esapole at tackle and Mike Caliendo at right guard, they might pull a game out like this.
Yeah, it seemed like they might. Unfortunately, this game, like just about every one of our other losses this year, came down to missed opportunities. It was right there for the Chiefs, up 10 points in this game in the first half. But even being down by 3 points in the third and fourth quarter, we drove into Chargers territory on our 2 final drives. Both drives ended with interceptions. We had chances in this game. You know, I'm proud of our guys for fighting all year. We talked about on Field Pass how all of our losses this year have been close. We've been in every single game this year. Unfortunately, sometimes it's just not your season, and I don't think it's our season, unfortunately, this year.
I think I'm right about this. The Chiefs have won 18 of the last 19 when they've led at halftime. Although the vibe here was a little bit different because it's the old back-to-back. The Chiefs go up with 38 seconds to go by 10. But then the Chargers get a touchdown with 5 seconds to go in the half. And you knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. And then they end up tying the game on a field goal. But then 2 3-and-outs. Chiefs only had 4 possessions in the second half. 2 3-and-outs and 2 picks.
Yeah, that double dip that we've talked about all season, talking about the Chiefs, unfortunately, that bit us here today. The defense overall played well enough to win, I think. You hold the Chargers to only 16 points here at home. But, yeah, that touchdown at the end of the first half when they get down the field and score in 33 seconds, I think. I mean, that was the play that I think we'll look back on and say that's kind of where the game was lost. The Chargers score, I think, 13 unanswered, and that was the big part of that. So that's the kind of thing you can't allow when you're playing for your season. This was a playoff game, like we talked about, and you can't allow plays like that in a playoff game. Unfortunately, that's what happened.
To your point, though, the Chiefs came roaring back, even down 16-13. They're driving for at least a game-tying field goal. And then Patrick Mahomes tried to find Kareem Hunt on a wheel route. Deion Henley made a great play on the interception. But Tyquan Thornton had 2 catches for 42 yards. Super tough catches. We talk about tight window throws, tight window catches. He made 2 to give the Chiefs an opportunity there. The guys, he's a battler. And then Kelsey, we saw him warrior up on the last potential game-tying drive.
Yeah, I talked about how this team fought all year long, and I don't want that to be lost in this season.
Nope.
Our guys fought all season, and they fought here today. Patrick Mahomes on that touchdown drive on our opening series, 12-yard scramble, not an easy play. He fought for that play, and Mahomes fought till the very end, and I have full confidence he would have let us down to at least a game-tying field goal there at the end if he hadn't gotten hurt. This team fought. There's no giving up on this team. And, you know, you talk about Tyquan Thornton. Think about all the craziness of that couple of minutes there where it was 3rd and 16, there was penalties, there was a targeting call, Tony Jefferson gets disqualified, like all kinds of craziness. Mahomes kept just firing, leading our guys down there. Our guys fought. Again, the margin for error is so slim in the NFL. And unfortunately, the margin there has been just short for us just about every time this year. It's unfortunate. But our guys fought. They did.
And Minshew fought.
Yeah.
I had every confidence in him. He's going to drive at least a field goal. And maybe they might have had a touchdown to win the game. But anyway, the big news is Patrick Mahomes injured on the final drive of the game. Let's go to the podium and get an update with Andy Reid.
All right, as far as the injuries go, Patrick hurt his left knee. We'll get an MRI tomorrow or this evening, whenever they get him in there. And then Jalen Moore, likewise left knee. And then Thornton got hit in the head, and you know, we'll just see where he's at. But he's in the protocol right now. Listen, all in all, we came up short. You know, we on both sides of the ball and special teams. We had a few mistakes, and that ends up costing you against a good football team. I appreciate the effort of the guys and stepping up, playing hard and aggressive. Some positions were backup guys to backup guys, and they battled their tail off. So that's appreciated. Our fans, we appreciate them showing up in the cold here and supporting us, best fans in the National Football League. So, but with that, we've got to do better. You get opportunities in the red zone, more field position. You got to take advantage of that. If it's special teams, we got to create field position, and then defensively, we've got to maintain it. And so, in those cases, we weren't quite good enough in all three phases. And again, that's my responsibility to make sure that you don't have these kind of mistakes. And so, I'll look in the mirror first on this. But anyways, with that, time's yours.
Andy, with Patrick, is there fear that this could be something serious?
I don't know, but I mean, it didn't look good. So, I mean, you guys saw it. So we'll just see where it goes. Yeah.
How tough a situation is that for Gardner to step into?
Yeah, that's a tough deal, but he's a big boy. I mean, he's done it before. He's played before, so he understands the role.
Andy, what's the locker room like for you today, going in there after this loss?
Yeah, the guys are down. They busted their butt to win the game, and I wouldn't expect anything less. So, it's not a great feeling. I wouldn't expect it to be after losing a game.
It's just for you, your own thoughts going in there and knowing what was at stake today and what.
Yeah, sure. Listen, I can't tell you I'm happy, bye. So it's a tough deal there, when you deal with that. But at the same time, we've got a few more games here we got to take care of.
It was tough play that Patrick would usually walk us through, but the interception that he had on third down, just a play that probably didn't just throw away, or what did you see on that?
Yeah, I mean, you probably want that one back. You don't want to throw an interception there. You thought Kareem could potentially make a play on a linebacker, but that's what happened.
It seemed like a big momentum swing was right before half. The Chargers got down there.
Yeah, well, there was a return, so you get a big return, and that's not good. That's that flipped some switches there, And then they get the ball the first series, so they score on the last series of the half, come back first series and get points. So that's not good.
A lot of guys get hurt, come back in the game, so it seemed like that spirit was, everyone was all in on this. It was kind of a rough game when you guys were going out.
Yeah, it was physical. So, yeah, the guys, I appreciate that. That's they battled. It wasn't for a lack of effort or battling. It was just had some mistakes that cost us.
What was your thoughts on the hit on Taekwondo and just the exchange afterwards there?
The league, they took care of it. So it was what happened. It's one of those kind of hits. There were a couple of those. They got him on that one. So.
Andy, where does your mind go? Obviously, now you guys are making the playoffs for this whole season. Just where does your mind go to just thinking about what's happened in the last few weeks?
Yeah, well, we got to take care of business the next few games. So, I'm just coming off the field. My mind was on this game here and taking care of it there. And, I wanted it to come out different, obviously. So I haven't gone too much further than that.
Sam, you guys are obviously playing with three backup offensive linemen. I know you guys prepare them to be starters, but still, how much does that just sort of limit maybe what you can do in passing game?
Yeah, the positive. Listen, I'll find a positive in that. So these young guys had an opportunity to play, get a chance to see what they can do. I thought they did a respectable job in there. So that's good as we grow here as a team.
Specifically with both Pole and Chu Godric, Chu in particular being an international pathway player, what did you see what significance is it to have a guy like that be in there?
Yeah, absolutely. Chu's come a long way from not playing a lot of football, and he's a very good athlete, smart kid, and it's great that he had a chance to get in and compete.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
All right, good.
3rd and 11. Herbert crouching down a little lower this time. Chiefs are blitzing to the backside of Herbert. Hit as he throws it, bound, intercepted at the 30 of the Chargers. Picked off on the near side. This time the Chiefs didn't drop the pick. And picked off by Ashton Gelati, the rookie out of Louisville, gets his first pick.
If you want to get excited about the future, starting now, this guy will be at the top of the list. Ashton Gelati. Difficult game, but incredible game for you. Let's go to your interception and what happened on that play.
It was a call where I had a drop. Thankful that I think it was Mike Edwards, but one of our DBs hit Herbert, made him throw a little bad ball, and it kind of just seemed like it floated up in space for just like minutes. And it's a play that came to me, so I was gonna make the most of it, catch it, and try to make something happen.
And we saw it as early as rookie minicamp and going all the way back. You being able to drop and not just rush or defend the run. What about that play for you? And did you do a lot of it at Louisville? Because I remember you told me you didn't do a whole lot of it there, did you?
I only dropped like twice in my entire career in Louisville. We weren't really a drop-in team for my side.
Yeah.
So I was a rush-in. But you got to learn, you got to adapt.
Well, and you stayed disciplined, a half sack in this game. To stay disciplined against Herbert because he had hurt teams with his legs. What about staying disciplined in your rush lane?
Yeah, we obviously know he's a honey hole guy. Similar like how Aaron Rodgers is. He's going to step up if you give him that B gap. So we were just trying to do our best to just make him throw from a well. And if we're going to allow him to run at the B, trap it, make him think that there's a B and get back in it. So I think we did a pretty good job overall. Just again, contain him in the pocket. Eliminated his ability to run. So
you're really not a rookie anymore, not this late in the season. Handling going to 6-8, and where you feel responsibility on the defense to work ahead and try to win next week. What about that dynamic?
Obviously, again, it's a tough loss today, but we still got games left, and no matter whatever, we're gonna put that aside and we're just gonna play the game one game at a time. So, we got a good opportunity coming up. We got to get after them and, do our thing.
Again, a very, very bright future, a bright now in the present. Ashton Gelati.
It's tough. It's tough. Any game you lose is tough. We're all competitors here, especially me, especially with so much at stake. It was tough.
When you left, was it already on your mind that you guys would be out of the playoffs when you came off the field?
I think the score was 13-13 or 13-10, so still have a fighting chance. Are we out of the playoffs? We are? Okay.
There's a lot of guys battling through this game. Got hurt, went back in, same play again, Jimmy got hurt, went back in. Same here was a concussion protocol. Clearly you guys knew the importance of this game. Just what's that say about the toughness you guys showed to fight through this game?
I think we have a lot of guys who is very resilient in our locker room, competitive, and we all knew it was at stake. We all wanted to be a part of this game. We were always looking forward to it. Unfortunately, we didn't get the outcome that we hoped for, but everyone battled.
It seems like you didn't know for sure you were out of the playoffs. How does that sink in with you knowing that?
Every year is a journey, man, and success is rented every year. Every year you get to rent success, and sometimes it don't go the way you plan for it to go. And it's a learning curve for you guys. You know what I mean? Especially us. I think we learned a lot along this year, and we understand the fact that in order to be successful, man, it's an everyday thing. It's not on 1 week. Put in and the next week. No, it's a consistent thing. And we had a lot of guys coming back. And as long as they know that, it's rented every year. Just because the last year team made it to the Super Bowl, that doesn't guarantee a success. You know what I mean? And, we got 3 more games, which we got to finish strong still as competitors, as employees of this organization. I think it's important to finish strong, play with pride. Most importantly, play for yourself. the name on the back of your jersey, but also the name on the front of your jersey. So I think it's going to be competitive for us, and we're going to keep on going. Something to build off on. Looking forward to next year.
Chris, how'd you hold it physically the rest of the game with your managed injury? Just all the guys that just how you guys all just try to manage to try to fight.
It's December, man. It's been a year of football, almost a year of football. So everyone is battling something, whether it's a nagging injury, whether it's big, small. We're all battling something. So for me, it's about if I can play, I can play, and getting back on the field or getting myself in a position where I can play and utilize my skill set.
Chris, can you take us through the 4-1 sequence? You guys called timeout and you guys getting back on the field. Looked like they called timeout to make sure you weren't outside. Can you just take us through?
I didn't know. I heard that when I was on the sideline, and Coach Reed told me they called timeout because of that. But I didn't know.
What happened with the swing play then?
We got off the field. They called offsides. Got the first down. 3 more plays. We was off the field. You remember? Okay.
Last one. Chris, did you hear the see Patrick or say anything to him after the game, after his injury?
Just hugged him, man. That's my brother. We've been through so much. We can be mad at ourselves and we can ask God why. But at times, it's more so a lesson that, you've been taught along the journey. And we'll be selfish to ask God why. Why right now? Why this? More so understand it, build from it. We love Pat. That's my guy. It's Pat Mahomes.
And how acclimated did you feel right away?
Felt very comfortable to go in and, execute the offense. Hate that situation. Hate that couldn't deliver and get us a win and keep our hopes alive. But,
What would you see on the interception?
they were in man coverage. Tried to take a shot to Trav. Probably should have kept moving.
Gardner, you've been in the room with Patrick the whole season. Just how frustrating has this last few weeks been just the way offense has been able to not go down the field?
Yeah, it's very frustrating, man. It's been hard to watch for Pat. Like, that dude puts so much into it. I don't think I've ever respected anybody I play with more. I've never seen anybody I play with give so much of themselves to the team. And to not get the results is hard. But I have more confidence in him than anybody to come back and be better than ever.
What do you see from him just the last few weeks?
Dude just shows up every day. Every play, every work day, just giving it his best, trying to lead. And, he's the best.
You've been on a few different teams. This team's 6-8, but you still feel like this team had more potential over these last 14 weeks, that this team is better than what its record has been and its performance has been?
Yeah, I don't know. We're 6-8, Probably could have been something else. I don't know.
I don't think you did see Patrick afterwards, or if you did.
Not to the locker room, yeah.
Guys, on the sideline watching this game and then going in there, so many guys got hurt, came back in the game, all that. Did you kind of feel the importance of this, the guys going out there and laying on the line?
We got guys doing that every week. I think Pat leads the charge with that, puts it out every week. We got so many guys that are battling. That's what this time of year is about. It's been awesome to see how many guys go give themselves a chance, to give our team a chance. And, I look for guys to continue to do that.
Gardner, I know everyone obviously is hoping for the best with Patrick, but just there are 3 games left. How comfortable do you feel if you have to take the team during practice to be that guy?
Yeah, I feel comfortable. I'll do whatever the coaches ask of me, and we'll go try to win some games.
It sounds like you have a lot of respect for Pat. So was it hard to compartmentalize, worried, maybe fear about what might be going on with him as you try to take the field in a key situation?
Yeah, that's kind of the job you're in, Unfortunately, for me to play, that's what happens, and, you got to compartmentalize. Obviously, get back to the locker room, and that's the most concerning thing, and just wish best for him.
You said you saw him in the locker room. How were his spirits afterwards?
Yeah, he's down, man. Obviously, it's a tough game, but it's a tough year at this point, but, nobody's better for it.
Thanks, Carter.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Well, we've not been in this territory for a decade, really 11 seasons, back to 2014, because now the Chiefs aren't headed to the playoffs. But what do you do in the next 3 games? There's 3 games to go, starting with the game at Tennessee a week from today. And we're seeing some signs. Noel Williams shows some spark. Ashton Gelati, we had him on. He shows some real promise. That interception was big time in the pass rush. But you start to look at all those things now, because honestly, 2026 starts right now.
Yeah, it does. Listen, this is a bummer. We don't want to be in this situation, but one of the reasons the Chiefs have been so successful over the years is they take advantage of situations and opportunities. We've struggled to take advantage of opportunities this year on the field, but now we actually have an opportunity where we can use live reps and real games to evaluate some young players on this team and see where this team can go moving forward. And Ashton Gelati is a great example where I think he was the player of the game here today. A great interception out in coverage. Also that big sack when he had great discipline when Herbert was trying to do the quarterback draw, right, and go up the middle, try to rush for a first down. Gelati stuck with him and sacked him on that play. Great play by Ashton Gelati. He is an ascending player for us. So now get him some more reps, right? Get Noel Williams some more reps. Let's get those young players an opportunity to go out there and show what they can do so we can hit the ground running in the offseason and we can avoid this feeling next year.
So again, the big news, we heard from Coach talking about Patrick Mahomes injured on the last drive. A lot of injuries in this game to add to the whole bunch of injuries that were coming into this game. But an MRI on Patrick's knee tomorrow. So we won't know anything until then. And again, they got probably swelling going down. But we'll close this way in this game. We got 3 more games here, but it's trusting the infrastructure, even trusting the medical staff and the athletic training staff that surrounds Mahomes. We've seen him do it before with his knee all the way back in 2019. You trust your infrastructure. This is a strong infrastructure. This is not a group that is used to this, but we've seen them rally time and time again, and that's where our trust is.
Yeah, it sure is. This season hasn't been what we expected or anticipated, but I trust everyone in this building wholeheartedly to get this thing on the right track. It's all about collectively sticking together and moving forward. I'm proud of this team for how they played this year. The cards didn't fall our way, but all you can do is move forward, evaluate, and try to attack next year. I have no doubt we'll be where we belong next year, but this feeling right now, this hurts. And, as Patrick Mahomes says, it's supposed to hurt. But that's why we have these people in our building that they're going to remember this feeling here today, and we're not going to be in this position next year.
You could still win 3 games and go 9-8.
Yeah.
That would keep a winning streak alive.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have never had a losing season under Andy Reid, so go beat the Titans. Who knows? Let's go. Anyway, he's Matt McMullen. We will keep you up to speed all week, especially with Patrick Mahomes' condition, with all of our shows that you can follow us all week long, however you love to follow us. But the Chiefs lose it here, 16-13 to the Chargers, to fall to 6-8 on the season. And now we go into new territory this week as we take on the Titans next week in Nashville. For Matt McMullen, I'm Mitch Holthus. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Chiefs Rewind.
Chiefs Rewind is brought to you by Ford, the official car and truck of the Kansas City Chiefs, and by CommunityAmerica Credit Union, the official banking partner of the Kansas City Chiefs.